guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go and take a look at this guy right here. This is EZA Metal Cooler. Now, I saw a lot of controversy with this metal cooler. Just a lot of people were not really too pleased with how this guy looks. But, I mean, at a certain point, we just have to accept, like, Dokkan is not dropping these EZA TURs as, like, top 5 unit in the game contenders or top 10 unit in the game contenders. And for sure, they can make them a little bit better suited to handle this difficult content. Like, I literally am always saying, what happened to the Mickey Mouse checklist, everyone? Oh, turns out, yeah, that's what we need to survive in these red zone stages and shit like that. But Dokkan, they're not trying to give that to these EZA characters for free, right? Basically, the way I am looking at this metal cooler and seeing the way his passive and stuff is set up, I feel like this guy's probably just going to be a little bit of a stronger Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Like, a lot of the EZA TURs have either high highs or low lows, right? STR Namek Goku, you transform early, he gets his guard off, and he's God, literally tanking Cell Max, right? But, you know, you look at, like, STR Rose, you don't get the finishing blow-off, and the dude is rocking 200k defense, right, against the toughest bosses in the game. This metal cooler and then Ultra Full Power Goku, I think they'll be a bit more consistent in terms of what they're actually going to be able to bring to the table, right? So, Metal Cooler, by the way, he has the highest defensive stat of any TUR, by the way. That is the highest defensive stat for any TUR in the game. If we take a look at him, so, I mean, this is a very strong opening turn we got right here. Oh. One important thing to mention, Metal Cooler currently does not have a 200% leader skill. He doesn't have one. He's not on LR Final Form Coolers because this guy is not getting the 200% leader skill. Metal Cooler is not on Transformation Boost. So we do want to keep that in mind, right? All right, let's go ahead and see what we get. Now, Metal Cooler here, he needs to get hit 4 times. If we get hit 4 times with AGL Metal Cooler, we will build up his passive. His link set, Auto Regeneration, Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan in Space, Big Bad Bosses, Transform, and Fierce Battle. I think, honestly, the best turn I want for a Metal Cooler is this right here. So, in a couple of turns, we'll get Garlic Jr. to float back around, and we'll see. Now, Cooler builds up 20% attack and defense. Again, with each attack received up to 100%. Once he gets those 4 hits, I think offensively and defensively, he's going to be at a really, really solid level. So there we go. We have 3 of the 4 hits we need already. I think one of the main issues with this guy is I am not a fan of the fact that he does not increase his defense on his super attack effect. I think does suck ass. I just see no reason why any unit release these days at all. No reason why any character that comes out these days should not increase their defense on super attack. They really should. Because it's like, again, we have Cell Max doing 1.8 million damage. Red Zone Cooler came out, he's doing 1.5 million damage on their super attacks, right? Like, they could let us get a little bit better in terms of our defensive ability. And that's what I think they should do, really. So, like, I think right now, Cooler's super attack effect, he's getting 30% attack for 1 turn. He does immense damage, then he lowers enemy attack and defense. The lowering attack, of course, can be very helpful. You know, again, in Super Battle Road stages and Battlefield, right? I feel like we can get really good effects from those abilities in those types of stages. So I don't have a problem with that. But again, just add 30% defense to that, and we're cooking quite a bit better. All right, so what's funny is we got this AGL Rildo here. Now, I don't know what in the hell is the reason for this. But AGL Rildo actually does have this auto regeneration link, which is a godly link, by the way. Let me pull this up. This really does deserve to be highlighted right here. Auto regeneration is what this is. This is 5% HP regen and 5% damage reduction. Considering we're about to be able to build like a full Metal Cooler team, which, you know, again, I assume is also going to have a 200% leader skill once LR Metal Cooler comes out, right? Because currently this Metal Cooler doesn't have a 200%, or any of the Metal Coolers do. When that happens, you know, if the whole team is healing with this link and having some semblance of damage reduction, that does matter. You know what team has a damage reduction link? The Ginyu Force, right? Have you guys noticed how tanky a lot of those Ginyu Force characters can be? So that link could be very good right there. Okay, let's... I'm just going to put AGL Metal Cooler inside one. We would get Thirst for Conquest. Where do we go from 433? So he's at 485. He is not fully built up. He needs to take one more hit, and he will be fully built up. So, I mean, he can be rocking 500k defense a lot. Basically, AGL, like, here's why, you know, people are upset, but, I mean, at this level, he'd be able to tank normal attacks from any tough boss except for Cell Max, but it's because Cell Max has type advantage over him, right? Remember that currently, right, all of the bosses in the game, all the strongest bosses are all extreme class units. That is not going to continue forever. But as of right now, these types of, these villain characters, they need less stats, right? Okay, so we now have Metal Cooler fully built up. I mean, if that's what his attack, honestly, that attack stat, I feel like it's not too impressive. You know, this is him fully built up. He is getting support from LR Metal Cooler, although the support from LR Metal Cooler it's only key and defense that he's getting from that LR, isn't it? I think they might only give key and defense. Yeah, they give key and defense. Okay, so we're not getting attack support from the LR Metal Cooler. So if we wanted to max out AGL Metal Cooler's damage, we could do it with, like, you know, Garlo Jr. and Rildo. That would activate quite a few of his links. I mean, Metal Cooler, I definitely could see how he could be better. Now, he has a long portion of his passive we haven't talked about. So he gets 2 key at the start of turn by himself, which is good. You guys know, TUR started giving themselves key, it's always very good. Then he also gets 1 key and 20% chance to crit if there's a superclass enemy. Then he gets 1 key and 20% chance to crit if there's a pure Saiyan category enemy. So if we're going up against a pure Saiyan, he has a 40% chance to crit from his passive, and then he's also getting 4 keys, so he's basically going to have a guaranteed super attack, right? Then he also recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which he does get hit. And then remember, he has this giant transformation which happens guaranteed when HP is 50% or below. So, Metal Cooler, right? Having that HP regen right there, I think certainly can be handy, along with the HP regen link, and it's just like, all of a sudden it becomes an awful lot with him right here. Let's do this, actually. Yeah, this is a strong turn. And then next turn we could have Turles, Garlic Jr., Metal Cooler. Okay, so what is our defense? 530 is what his defense is right here. Okay. 530,000. I will definitely take that, right? Again, outside of Cell Max, only because Cell Max is type disadvantage, Metal Cooler will double-digit tank all of the normal attacks from tough bosses. I certainly would say they could have given him more, though. How could I change it in which... honestly, even if he's just giving himself 30% defense, though, considering he's rocking 500k plus defense on a lot of these turns, 8 million... So 8 million attacks at 500k defense. You gotta love it, man. The community... Everyone is on board with the shit I'm saying now. This dude is popping out basically a 9 million attack set with 500k defense at the start of turn, and people are calling him mid. I love it. You all have become the thing you hated, which is me. Yes. You hate those 500k defensive stats now, huh? Yeah. Yeah, now all of a sudden, no, that's mid, dude. That ain't good enough, huh? Yeah, exactly. I know. Funny enough, though, if they did just give him... Are we good? Yeah, we're under, yeah, so we could see... Let's not get same type orbs. We can see the giant Metal Cooler transformation on this next turn. What is the new effect? He just gets 2 key at the start of turn. That's it. So he's going to do a little bit more damage because he's got a higher damage multiplier on his super attack effect, and then 2 key at the start of turn. I've mentioned this several times. I think when it comes to these giant transformations, one of the most important things they need, I think, is the guaranteed crit ability that AGL Cell has. if we're going to be doing these giant characters moving forward, I think that's the go-to, is guaranteed crits. You know, using AGL Cell in these toughest fights, you know, Red Zone Broly, Red Zone Omega. I found that AGL Cell's guaranteed crit ability is really just, it's so good for his transformation. So that, like, moving forward, Great Apes, giant transformations, rage modes, all that, I think giving them guaranteed crits is definitely the way to go. So let me know what you guys think of EZA Metal Cooler here. He's good. I think I am really struggling, honestly. Like, do I put Namek Goku at 1 in my EZA TURs list? Is he really above Future? I'm actually... It's tough, because it's like, Namek Goku at his best is the best EZA TUR, I think, by far. But it's like, you need so much luck with that. Whereas Future Gohan is just a bit more sturdy, right? I probably... Preliminary, though, I think I would say Future Gohan, Namek Goku, probably Metal Cooler, and then I think Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably the order of EZA TURs that I would actually go in, I think. This Metal Cooler is good. He's going to look a lot better along with LR Metal Cooler and, you know, actually on a 200%. Remember that all these stats from these other EZA TURs people are thinking of, right? So again, think of, you know, stats you've seen for Tech Vegito Blue, SCR Namek Goku, Future Gohan. You're all seeing them on 200% leader skills, which currently Metal Cooler does not have. So Metal Cooler is dropping 550k defense with a 9 million attack stat, and this isn't even his pinnacle yet, because he doesn't yet have a 200%. He absolutely will, because it's already confirmed that LR Metal Cooler is a Carnival LR, so we know that he's going to give a 200% leader skill to some category. Wicked Bloodline, Kuroda Body and Mind. What would be good? I think Artificial Life Form I'd like to see. Revived Warrior, Artificial Life Form, Target Goku, Accelerated Battle, all could be interesting. 9.54 right there. I guess Wicked Bloodline, Artificial Life Form, Revived Warrior, Target Goku, Accelerated Battle, all would be good 200%. Power Absorption could be an interesting one as well. There's several different possibilities. Something like Revenge or Kuroda Body and Mind or Giant is a little too niche. Although LR Metal Cooler is probably not going to be on Giant, but we'll see, right? So, let me know what you guys thought of EZA AGL Metal Cooler. I do think he's a fairly solid unit. To me, he seems in line with all the EZA TURs. Some of them can be, you know, crazy RNG and they look super good, you know, AGL Turles or Tech Vegito Blue, but a lot of them can be a little bit down with bad RNG, right? This guy, though, feels similar to the super full power Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, where I think there's going to be a level of consistency you'll see from this guy, right, that a lot of the other EZA TURs don't have. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time.